Hello, I'm Professor Jason Donov. I am normally at the University of Calgary, but I'm on sabbatical for the year at the University of Regina. And what we decided to do was take a course that's been run at the University of Calgary and bring it to the University of Regina. And the University of Regina said, if we're going to do this at the University of Regina, we have to have Indigenous voices included. And I said, I've never done anything like this before. But I happened to have a Métis student by the name of Ethan Beckler who thought it was a really great idea. So we found 4 Indigenous people to come in and share the microphone with and have them talk about their experiences with access to energy and not having access to energy and so forth. So I want to acknowledge Elder Marianne, Elder Florence, and then we also were the 2 elders we had as guests to the class. And then we had Darren Thomas, who's works in the energy sector, representing Indigenous people working in the energy sector, and then Tracy Primo, who's a friend of mine, who works for a nuclear power company out in Ontario. And Ethan, as a Métis student, interviewed all of them, and we incorporated their views about what has happened with energy into the course. And then we talked about how access to energy is useful, and that's Sustainable Development Goal number 7. We absolutely need this, next slide, in all of its various forms. And one of the big things we talk about is that it's very easy for us to ignore how energy is absolutely crucial for all the different energy services that we have. So things like being able to take a hot shower or even just have chocolate is an absolutely essential service that energy winds up providing us. Next slide, please. So that's Sustainable Development Goal number 1. But then Sustainable Development Goal number 13, which is there's a downside that the climate is changing in ways that humans have never seen. As a colleague of mine, James Cook, says, it's real, it's us, it's bad, experts agree, and there's hope. So the point of this class was to give students from across a wide discipline spectrum access to information and energy so they could understand how they can fit into all this. Next slide. It can be done, and the real downside, the good thing is that every person in the world in 2020 in the entire world benefits from access to energy. The downside is that every person in 2050 is going to suffer from the climate chaos that's coming. And this class outlined exactly what that means at an individual personal level around the world. Thank you for your attention.